we brought the Hey, Chad Andrews, Frank Wolf, Tim Gardner's in the house. Russ Battaglia is up there in the bleachers. We are doing Centercourt Weekly live from Sweet Home High School.
This is happening.
Athletic Director Chris Schumo today for giving us the space. Chad, I know we're not going to do a typical broadcast of this game. Folks, you can see it out there. You'll be able to see what's going on. Chad might dip into a little bit of play-by-play, which he specializes in. I do not. And I really shouldn't even be doing color on basketball.
Oh, welcome to Sweet Home.
Yeah. They're going to do a national anthem, I got to believe. So we'll take a little bit of a break for that.
This is the first ever Centercourt Weekly national anthem. This is excellent.
Yeah, first for many. Sean Turry's in the house taking photos.
I better not see Sean Turry wandering around the court shooting pictures during the anthem with his hat on.
Well, he definitely doesn't have a hat on today. Want to thank Empire Electric for bringing you this game. He's the reason why we're doing this right now. Tony Palvarenti also. Want to thank Colvin Cleaners, Richmond Vona Personally Injury Attorneys, Damon University, Logistics Plus of Buffalo, Binghamton University, and O'Brien and Ford Personal Injury Attorneys. We're going to be doing the national anthem in just a few seconds. You can watch it on your monitors at home, your phones or your desktop, laptops, whatever it is you are watching your game. Sweet Home comes into this game the ECIC 1 with a 3-2 record. Lancaster Legends, AAA Division at 4-2 in ECIC 1. Their head coach is Craig Krempa. Eric Rupp, the athletic director. Brandon Woods is your head coach for the Sweet Home Panthers. And we are going to get the national anthem going in just a moment. So why don't we pan over to, I don't know, camera 1, camera 2. Hey, we're on camera 2. We're on camera 1 and 2 to be exact.
We got all the cameras going.
We got a lot of cameras going. Right now they're reading a
sportsmanship pledge.
Yeah.
Very important for every game.
Yeah.
We don't promote trash talking, taunting, or baiting of opponents, blah, blah, blah.
I want to thank Sweet Home. Their generous gift to all of us here on the broadcast. They gave us these little things. Look at these. Okay. Prior to this varsity game, the two JV teams went at it. Sweet Home JV got the win today, 53-41. Pretty good game. Game ended with not one, but two missed dunks from each team.
And there's a lot of talk right now that, that had a lot to do with the spread. Before the game, the kid had a chance to put it down, but he may have had action on the game based on the spread. So.
I was saying
before to come on that.
Before the broadcast, Sweet Home, an official from Sweet Home, came over and dropped off these little guys. Look at that, cute.
Yeah, producer Tim got a rubber ducky.
Yep.
And then we each got Sweet Home Panthers.
Yeah, so we're going to treasure these. These are nice.
Tim he fancies a good bath, and so he got the rubber ducky.
So listen, we're at Dunkirk, Fredonia Monday night. At least one of our crews are there. So Dunkirk, no pressure. I mean, if you have little Dunkirk goofy things you want to give away to our broadcast crew, you can. I mean, this is what you have. This is what you're competing against. Dunkirk, you're on the clock. So they're introducing the lineups right now. Sweet Home, they just introduced number 2. Amir Harper.
Amir Harper's been playing well for the Panthers.
Sean McGrath, and here's my main man, Quentin Wilhelm. He's also a senior.
Little known fact about Quentin Wilhelm, he is Frank Wolf's main man.
Somebody named 22 is starting for Sweet Home. I don't have him on the roster. I don't have my laptop. I'm a little unprepared for today's game. I'm just going to tell you right out of the gate.
22 is not on Sweet Home's online roster.
Well, that's wonderful. Hey, 22, what's your name? We don't have you on the roster, buddy. Who are you? We got to figure out who 22 is between now and his first basket. So if you're out there watching and you know who number 22
The
is.
debauchery here is underway. Hey, 22, who are you?
Send us a tweet. Send us a nasty email. We have no idea who 22 is. We're Sweet Home.
Jumping tip, it's Abdul Kashinro for the Sweet Home Panthers.
Is that who it is?
That's who it was. 45 won the tip for Lancaster. Guess who else is not in the roster? That would be number 45. Great start here.
Lancaster, I believe they're coming off a loss to Amherst the last couple of days. Last time they were out, they lost to Amherst.
Yeah, Lancaster lost a 4-point game to Amherst over break. That ended a nice little win streak that the Legends had going on.
Yeah, they lost the first game of the year, went on a run, and just before this game they lost. So those are two of their losses. They're 4-2.
Ryan Smith with a rebound for Lancaster, setting up in their own end.
Ryan Smith, also a football player. He lost a little bit of time, some injuries there.
There's Frank's main man with a little rip, but he misses the lay-in. Wilhelm.
He's got all game to get another one of those.
Smith, nice pass inside to Harrington with a reverse for two.
Seems like for the last 37 years there's been a Harrington on the
there has. This actually marked the 37th year of Harrington's on Lancaster.
Number 22 scored for Sweet Home. That was a deep shot, too.
Yeah, guess who else is not in the rosters here? We're going to have to get a picture of the book at halftime and try and get this all right.
I know a guy doing stats over there for Sweet Home. His name is George, wonderful man.
Got these nice online rosters and then no numbers match.
It's all my fault. It's all my fault. Our producer, Tim Gardner, I could blame a little bit on him, but not much.
Yeah, we're on the website. The website has all the wrong numbers.
Russ Battaglia, our camera guy, has two rosters up there, but he's far away and I can't. Maybe he can make a paper airplane out of one and throw it down towards us. That would help.
Well, anyway, 22 banged a three for Sweet Home. It's 3-2 Sweet Home.
People still coming in. We got a good crowd here for a Friday afternoon. A lot of people are calling in sick today for this one.
Wilhelm steps in, spin around jumper. That misses. With the ball, that's Ryan Hartwig. And that is Lancaster's leading scorer this year. He will be a 4-year varsity player when it's all said and done, currently in his junior year. And he is the guy for Lancaster.
No surprise, very good athlete. Gets up and down the court quick, sees the court well.
Ryan Smith gets to the middle on the break and gets that basket to go. 4-3 lead for Lancaster.
Nice roll there. On there. Now, normally you do games with Ryan Mountain, the former North Tonawanda coach. Good man.
Yeah, but you know more about basketball than he does.
Just a hair.
Yeah.
I know the ball is round. It's normally orange. You got to bounce it. You got a bounce pass. You got a chest pass. That does it with my basketball knowledge.
That was Shadir Rainey. Dribbled inside, or not, excuse me, that was Harper. Amir Harper.
Lancaster coming into this game shooting 50% from the field, 34% from beyond the three-point line, and they're 68% free throw shooting team. Neither team has taken a free throw yet in this early going.
That's Kashinro. with the bucket.
Just as
Count
I
it.
say that, this dude's going to the line.
This dude is Abdul Kashinro, the junior.
And he's also the tallest player on the Panthers at 6'3". 22 is going to the bench for number 3, so that'll bring in Shadir Rainey, right? Wait a second. Shadir's been in the game.
We had our last show December 19th. We took last week off.
Jeez. I was 50 years old the last time we did the show.
You've had a birthday since?
No, I'm going to have a birthday later in the month,
50.
so I'm still 50.
All right, cool.
I thought Nelson Adams might be here today, but hopefully he's watching at home. Nelson, if you're out there, thinking about you, buddy. Hope you had a good Christmas. I know you had a good Christmas. I know he was going out this morning to have coffee at a local coffee shop. So hopefully you got home from that.
So I left you last time we did a show. That was December 19th.
45 is a guy named Carter. Colin Reich, thank you very much. 45 is a guy named Carter. You got his first name? .45 for Lancaster is a gentleman by the name of Carter.
Oh, that would be Makowicz.
I was going to say, he looks like a Carter. With that, what do they call that? They bleach their hair?
Sean McGrath splashing from downtown like he's playing with producer Tim's rubber ducky. So I leave you that day. I end up over on Kenmore Avenue.
You did.
St. Joe's Nichols. And there's Shadir Rainey on the break. Dropped one into Amir Harper. Harper gets the foul. He's going to the line for 2. So St. Joe's, Nichols. Nichols well in control of that game. Builds a 15-point lead, and St. Joe's earns a thrilling comeback victory. So what do I do with the rankings after that? I have to put up rankings that weekend. And there was a lot to sort out because the following day, Canisius beats Niagara Falls. So you've got Nichols, who won at Niagara Falls. You've got Niagara Falls beat Health Sciences but lost to Canisius. You've got St. Joe's had lost to Health Sciences but beat Nichols. What did you do with all these rankings?
Well, you must have been up all night trying to figure them out.
I was up all night. I was one of many all-nighters since I've seen you last. So that night I end up coming with a great idea of putting St. Joe's number 5 in the bunch after they beat Nichols in overtime by a point. And then I had to show back up on Kenmore Avenue on Monday because they were hosting Niagara Falls, and you're not going to miss a Falls Joe's game. And then the comeback kids do it again. Down 12 points, come back, overcome that double-figure lead, pull out another cardiac kid victory. St. Joe's currently sitting number 2 in Western New York.
So that's one of the last games you've seen since we've done a show.
One of the last games. There's others.
Well, there's others. We got to talk about them. I know one of them was that you just talked about Niagara Falls. Might as well stay on that subject. You saw them play Canisius.
Yeah.
That was before the. Wait,
that was before Christmas.
Niagara Falls. Yeah, Niagara Falls played.
20th.
Niagara Falls played Canisius before they played Joe's. Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, they played Canisius on a Saturday afternoon and Joe's the ensuing Monday night.
What was your big takeaway from the Canisius Niagara Falls game?
It was kind of like one of those bizarre afternoon games that lacked flow, had some interesting things happen. Saw the cheerleaders on the baseline get whistled for a technical foul for cheering, which I had never seen. They didn't actually enforce it. They kind of thought better of it after they had done it. The cheerleading coach from Falls pleaded, not my problem. I wasn't there. I don't know where she disappeared to. Where the girls started making up their own cheers on the baseline, but it was interesting. Elijah Jones hit some big shots in that one. Thought TJ Askew played really well for Canisius that afternoon.
It's a big shot from McGrath. Is that his second three-pointer?
I believe it's his first three-pointer.
I can't add. Lancaster's going to call a timeout.
I can't remember, so.
Lancaster's going to call a timeout here.
It's a 30-second timeout. We'll stay here with you. There's no time to take a break.
So the Panthers up No, I wasn't doing anything. We were doing stuff. I wasn't doing squat. WNY Athletics was doing stuff. See? Channel 4. Is he Channel 4 or 7? He's Channel 7. Isn't he a Sweet Home? No, he's a Will East grad. Back to the action.
Nice job by Ashton Sikora to get past that press, get Lancaster into their half-court set. Ryan Smith, short jumper. Rainey gets past Sikora, but he finds Connor Reichmuth waiting for him. Ends up at the line. Producer Tim bullying kids in the crowd.
It's early.
Never know what you're going to see on this show.
Usually he doesn't start bullying the kids in the third quarter.
Sit down.
You're on your game today.
Did you see I got a camera pointing at that scoreboard? You'll sit down until I tell you to move.
I think I was going to
Tim Gardner, I know.
They think they're in class. But listen, I'm looking up at the banners and I see basketball. It's one state championship, 1994. Your eyes are better than mine. Did that say 1984 or 94?
It probably says 84.
Jeez. Were you on that team too? Okay.
He got cut.
I don't see any state championships for girls basketball. We're working on that. We're working on that. A lot of I mean, look at the volleyball championships. I mean, they got to have two girls. They got to have two banners for girls volleyball.
Ben Budzinski with a finish for Lancaster. Kashinro rebounding McGrath's miss. Now here's Mackay Patterson, just back from injury.
They're going to get him on a walk on that one.
Patterson got hurt during their loss to Orchard Park earlier in the month, well, in December. So this is his first action back.
Good for him. You know, take some time off.
For getting hurt or for being back?
Rehab, working through the pain, getting yourself back in shape, and getting back out on the court.
Frank, what'd you do the day after Christmas?
I opened up a few gifts. I mean, I basically opened them on Christmas, but I couldn't really open them until the next day.
I opened up my car door, got in it, and drove up to Iroquois and watched the Greg Martin tournament. Except it wasn't much of a tournament because South Park couldn't get the buses out. We couldn't get the buses.
That old excuse?
Yeah, It was raining pretty hard that day, and they couldn't get the buses out. Leroy came in from Rochester. They were able to get their bus out. They showed up, but no South Park. So St. Mary's came over and basically got a shoot-around in that night, and I drove out to Elma to watch Iroquois play Leroy.
Was that Iroquois' first game in 2 days, or what? Was that a 2-day event?
It was a 2-day event.
Yeah.
So that was night one, but St. Mary's did not get to play their night one game against South Park. So South Park yielded St. Mary's the victory of the tournament, if you will, which sent St. Mary's to the championship game the following day against Iroquois. And they came back and handed Iroquois their first loss of the season. Trailing at halftime, right before half, Will Sabluski knocks down a very, very deep three-pointer. Give them a little momentum, and then they came out in the third quarter and just opened up a can on the Redhawks and turned the game around severely in their favor. Did a great job defending Justice Kleitz in the third quarter. Kleitz still finished with 32 points in that game.
Tim's sneezing or he's barking?
He's barking. He's
sneezing?
barking at the kids.
Sounded like a bark.
The kids started to stand up, and he tried a barking act at them.
So after the first quarter, Sweet Home with a 1-point edge on Lancaster. This has been a pretty good game so far. If you had to give a player of the game for the first quarter, would you give one? And who would you give it to?
I would feel slightly unqualified, but
I would give it to Turi over there.
Yeah, it could be.
He got about 75. Ooh! Look
There's
at this.
Ryan
This could be
Smith.
ugly.
No, he's just going to lay it in.
He doesn't bring the house
I give
down.
it to Kishinro from the first quarter.
Okay.
Number 12 from Sweet Home.
All right. Smith's been all over the court. He's had a couple of steals, a couple of nice dishes, and then a nice
3-point attempt by McGrath misses, but Wilhelm gets the rebound. Took a step on the way down. Lancaster ball. Smith guarded up the court by Rainey. Ashton Sikora's three-pointer missing. Look at that.
Wow.
Rainey rips it away from Harrington off the rebound. Spin move in. Nice idea with the dish to Wilhelm. Traveling, and a power dribble and frustration from Rainey. Tournament MVP was Blake Kempa up at the Greg Martin.
okay. What other games do we?
You know who didn't make the all-tournament team?
I know I did.
Will Sabluski.
Why didn't he make it?
You can only guess. There was an attempt to spread love around to others, but Will Sabluski was the MVP of that tournament. If you're asking me, did you ask?
Yeah.
I mean, it could have been Kleitz too, since Kleitz actually played 2 games in the tournament. But Will was on the winning team. The winning team tends to hoist the MVP.
Usually should be an investigation. Potential.
At Richmond,
Kempa was he was probably the MVP of that game. It's tough to say. I mean, they were both good. I think Sabluski had 17 boards and 19 points in that one, but Kempa's only a sophomore for St. Mary's playing. It's a great intro to the season, but January changes everything, and it always does. And you're halfway through January, and you feel like you've watched a lot of basketball in the first couple weeks of the year, which you have. But that's when teams are getting into league play, and things really start to get serious then. And everybody's been together for a month. You're past your break. Hopefully you're past all the flu that started up early in the season. You're in basketball shape. Fall sports season's over. We're really just getting into the rivalries and the routine of January basketball. I think the contenders and the pretenders start to separate quick. And just looking over stuff this morning before the show, it's crazy how many teams haven't played a league game yet or played one league game. So there's so much of the league conference play basketball coming up still.
So our Centercourt Weekly show is being televised here from Sweet Home High School, and not our office where you like to touch me with your knee underneath the table. Thank you for not doing it today here in public. That's twice now. Yeah. But we're doing it from Sweet Home High School, a little different. Chad's kind of somewhat calling the game.
Kind of not really, but
I'm providing the absolute worst color imaginable for a high school basketball game. Were we supposed to wear shirts and ties?
Carter Makowick spinning finish for Lancaster.
Did Tim tell you there was a dress code today?
For the party tonight?
When you normally
Wilhelm.
do games with
Missing out on
Ryan,
that one. Yes.
are those come as you are, business casual or pajamas?
What do we do? Like business casual probably. I mean, we don't we don't show up looking like slobs. There's usually not sweatpants involved. I haven't seen any ties yet. Ryan's usually got a shirt on with a collar or something, or something halfway decent.
Well, there's no such dress code for this game. We just got a nitty-gritty basketball game in which Lancaster, trailing by 1 heading into the second quarter, has themselves a 1-point lead at 16-15, 4:30 to go here in the half. Now, I got a chance, I guess a little over 2 weeks ago, to see that Dunkirk Southwestern game, and I could provide you a full report.
Please do.
Dunkirk won, but the only play I remember was the dunk from Southwestern.
Southwestern had a dunk. Who threw it down?
Big, white, farm boy-looking kid. Does that help?
Sounds like one of 12 players on the Southwestern roster.
Is there a Waite? W-A-I-T-E? I'll figure it out who it was. I'll look it up. This dude threw down a nasty dunk. We have it on video. We never put the replay out, but it exists. We did?
Look at Harper.
That was
just
Wilson.
Squirting through the defense for the finish. Amir Harper, 2 points, giving Sweet Home a 17-16 lead midway through the second quarter.
I'll find the player's name for you.
Empire Electric making this whole endeavor possible today. And Harper's going to add 2 more to his total, build the Sweet Home lead up to 3 points. Right back the other direction. Hartwig doesn't get it to go, but the rebound and finish, that's Braden Klinger. Mackay Patterson passes from the wing, steps in. His floater doesn't go.
The kid's name was Colton Wade. I was correct. 6'4", junior. Dude is a beast.
No dunks from Dunkirk that game, huh?
Not a one.
Wow. Who won the game? You said Dunkirk?
Dunkirk, I don't want to say easily, but
did it leave any doubt in your mind as to who the better team was when you were leaving that day?
Dunkirk was
2 more for Braden Klinger.
Was the much better team. I'll say this: you could tell that Southwestern, that starting five, haven't been together long. And the Dunkirk team, the defense by this Dunkirk team, they were fast to the ball, smothering. Southwestern got shots off. They weren't the prettiest of shots, and that's just a testament to the Dunkirk team. They were fantastic. I'll tell you, I know they're in A, and they have an incredible road to get to Buff State. But if Dunkirk makes it to Buff State, I will not be surprised. That's how relentless this defense was. Shooting from the field wasn't their best night shooting from the field, but they got better as the game went on, like Kavion Tell, excellent ball player. Missed a lot of shots in the second and third quarter, but got it going in the fourth. And I think he finished with a game-high 16 points, 18 points, maybe more. But he was good. He was good. Malik McCall was fantastic. These kids don't stop. They just don't stop. Super fast, and their coaching staff, they're believing what they're selling.
All reports from Dunkirk basketball this year say this team is believing in themselves, playing with a lot of energy, and bringing a little extra something this year.
100%. We'll be there. I won't be able to make it to the game on Monday, but WNY Athletics will be there, providing a stream for that. So I'm going to be on a couch at home, enjoying one of my Christmas
a couple
gifts.
possessions ago, Sean McGrath with a bullseye of a three-pointer. Then back at the other end, Mackay Patterson drawing a nice charge, put him in the chain. The charge chain, they call it.
Sweet Home has taken the lead. Again, this has been a back-and-forth game. Look at Turi. All the pictures he's taken from that one spot, he doesn't have to move. He's a legend.
He is a legend.
I think he just took a picture of you.
He's trying to, he won't look at me right now. Right.
He's mad at you.
He's trying to
told him.
He's going lazy eye, so I don't know he did it. I see you.
I said, Terry, you're going to come over and put a headset on during this game. He said, absolutely.
Hartwig's jacking that. Nice deep three. Looked good when it came off, but it misses. And Kashinro grabs that rebound. Here comes Harper. Nice look inside for McGrath. Nice strong finish. See how he hung there? Could have absorbed the foul had one been delivered. McGrath, another nice rebound. 24-20, minute 20 left in the first half here at Sweet Home. You're watching Centercourt Weekly. Oof. McGrath three-pointer misses. Rebounded Kashinro. Takes it right through the lane. Get that shot up. He earns the whistle and a shot at the making 2 free throws. The other game I saw right before break, or after break, excuse me, right before New Year was I went up and watched Newfane play Tapestry.
So the second time you've seen Newfane this year.
Yes.
How did the second game go? Because you saw Thunderbird,
It
right?
went a little worse than the first one went.
Dang.
Now, they didn't have Braden Seitz in that game, which they did have for the Wilson game, and he's definitely one of the best players on the Newfane roster.
Is it the three-point shooter?
Yeah, well, he's one of them. Shinro 2 for 2 on that trip. So it was similar to the Wilson game where Newfane got up early on Tapestry. I think they had a 5-point lead after 1 quarter, but that didn't last long. And especially in the third quarter, Tapestry just really started to pour it on.
Sean's smiling down there. You never see Turry. He almost bought it. Yeah, right. Sean Turry almost got taken out on that last play. And he smiled. You never see Sean. How often do you see Sean Turry smile?
You don't. He's a miserable soul.
He was smiling.
Shadir Rainey missing that lay-in. Miss at the other end from Lancaster. Now Wilhelm's going to try it. Something going around right now. The miss bug. McGrath not missing. Look at that. I knew he wasn't missing that.
He quickly shook the miss bud.
McGrath has an unorthodox looking shot release, but it's effective. And it's, how would I describe McGrath? He's coming, like he's bouncy competitive. Halftime, Sweet Home 28, Lancaster 20. Lancaster going to have a nice talk in the locker room, figure out how to make some adjustments and get themselves back in this game where they were most of the first half to avoid losing their second straight here. Sweet Home.
They had a 13-12 lead after quarter one. They outscored them 15-8 in the second for a 28-20 lead here going into the halftime. I did see a legendary coach on that Sweet Home, not on the bench.
Harrington.
Right behind, another one. Right behind the Sweet Home bench, one of their JV coaches is Mike Licata, who spent a lot of years at Kenmore West coaching girls.
Yes.
He's a legend.
Let's take a break. Yeah, let's do. I was just gonna. You took the words right out of my mouth, Tim.
Do they have? Are they selling water here? You think Gatorades?
They're not selling these guys.
No.
Tim's Ducky.
We're gonna take a quick break and play with our toys. You're watching on Western New York Athletics, Centercourt Weekly.
At Richmond Vona, we are seriously dedicated to bettering the communities that we serve.
You will get super high level communication. We will get you back on your feet, and you are getting a team of dedicated attorneys, paralegals, case managers.
At Richmond Vona, if you call us quickly after your accident, we'll help you get it filed for you. We have more team members. We have the best systems and processes, the best technology, and our team members are motivated and incentivized to move our clients' cases along as quickly as possible, but without sacrificing the amount of money we can get our clients. Because at the end of the day, we are not some settlement mill. We are not like some of these TV lawyers who just want to get you the first settlement offer and get you out the door so they can move on to the next. If you put your trust in us and hire us, we promise to take care of everything. Call us as soon as possible so we can start the investigation to fight to get you the settlement you deserve.
Look, Patriot account is not going to close itself. Looks like you're going to be here late again. I need this by morning.
Oh no, not again. My son has a football game tonight.
At WNYathletics.com. You can thank me later.
WNY Athletics, your home for high school sports.
Yes.
Logistics Plus is a global transportation provider headquartered in Erie, PA, with locations worldwide, including right here in Western New York. Logistics Plus is consistently recognized as a fast-growing transportation and logistics company, great supply chain partner, top freight broker, leading project cargo manager, and a great place to work. With a strong passion for excellence, our 500-plus employees put the plus in logistics.
For an efficient, personal approach for all of your transportation needs, more information about our Buffalo office is available at logisticsplus.com/Buffalo.
300 Level Media is a locally owned and operated, multi-purpose media company right here in Western New York. You'll find us everywhere, covering the Bills, Sabres, Buttes, Bisons, Big Four basketball, local college sports, and much more. Our staff offers a variety of media services, from video production, live event coverage, audio broadcasts, professional voiceovers, camera operation, and videography. Visit www.300levelmedia.com or give us a call at 716-427-2600. This is 300 Level Media.
Education has power. Binghamton University students discover it, apply it, unleash it. Unleash your education today.
Need an electrician? Empire Electric is your residential wiring specialist. New builds, service upgrades, lighting, generators, you name it, Empire does it with hundreds of 5-star reviews that speak for themselves. Call Empire Electric today for your free estimate.
6-7. Hey, welcome back to Centercourt Weekly. I'm Frank Wolf. This is Chad Andrews. If I move the camera that way, you'd see Tim Gardner. Maybe we'll put his hand. Look, there he is, waving at you. Russ Battaglia is behind us. You could see him sort of back there. Oh, is he on the other one? Oh, yeah. You can't see Russ at all. But his camera work is
impeccable.
Yeah, he's doing a great job. We see Chris Monaco here. He's the girls' flag football coach. Anyways, it's 28-20. Lancaster Trails, Sweet Home. Before we get talking a little bit more about the Centercourt Weekly and all your travels, and you've got your rankings, what did you like about that Sweet Home team in the first half?
I like the way that they push the tempo. I like that they have multiple guys that can handle the ball offensively, put the ball in the basket for them. I like the aggressiveness and assertion from Sean McGrath. He is a bucket getter for that team. I like the rebounding of Kishinro. I like the all-around play of Amir Harper, and I like how they get out in transition.
Okay. Now, Centercourt Weekly. Let's get back to that. You've got what we call the top 20. You want to reveal that right now? You want to tease them? Or you want to get right into the rankings? I'd say we get into your rankings.
Well, so the top 10, which was already out earlier in the week, you got Canisius 1, Joe's 2, Nichols 3, Falls 4, Health 5, Jamestown 6, OP 7, Grand Island 8, St. Francis 9, and St. Mary's number 10.
Very nice.
So when I'm looking at that, I don't see it seems to be like a clear top 5 within that. Like the top 5, Canisius, Joe's, Nichols, Health, and Falls. That seems to be a pretty clear top 5. 6 and 7 is Jamestown, Orchard Park. Maybe one of those could sneak into that mix, but Joe's and Canisius have both already taken care of Jamestown. Orchard Park really hasn't played anybody of substance other than the Sweet Home team that we're watching today, who they took care of. So it's tough to get a read on them right now. But I have a good read on the other 5, and they can all beat each other, and it's a competitive top 5.
Orchard Park has Jamestown coming up, do they not? I think you have it on your schedule for
Orchard Park
upcoming Centercourt game.
Orchard Park has Williamsville North coming up. Then Williamsville North has Jamestown coming up. That's what it is.
All right.
That's next week.
I don't think anyone can argue with the teams that you have in the top 5. Surely people are going to argue who's where, but I don't want to argue with you because you've seen these teams through and through. So if Chad says this is 1 through 5, take it to the bank.
All right, take it to the bank.
All
so
right.
let's jump up at number 20, and we'll go back in reverse order. We'll give this week's expanded top 20. Starting with number 20, drum roll, the Lockport Lions are hanging on. They're clinging by lion claws to the number 20 spot. because they've lost 3 of their last 4 games. The recent losses to Lancaster, Williamsville North, and Jamestown. They do have early season victories over Williamsville East, Amherst. It's a good team. It's led by Mr. Charlie Croft. Their losses aren't bad losses. Still believe in the team. I'm giving them the number 20 spot for now. Number 19, team that beat that Lockport Lions squad. It's these Lancaster Legends who we're watching right now. 4 wins on the year until their Amherst loss, which was by 4 points at home over break. They ran out of gas in that one and stopped hitting shots. And Amherst hangs on to get the win, but Amherst already with losses to Lockport, Ken West. So we're gonna keep Lancaster in for now. Number 18, I had them in a couple weeks ago. They're back in because they haven't lost a game and they deserve some kind of recognition, and that is the Fredonia Hillbillies. They are now 8-0 on the year, and 3 of their wins to highlight would be a recent victory at Clarence. They knocked off Olean this year, and they've beaten Cheektowaga. Number 17 is the Sweet Home Panthers, who are here watching right now. Their losses on the year came to Orchard Park and Williamsville North, both teams I would have ranked and considered ahead of them right now. They have beaten, most recently, the Ken West Blue Devils. They knocked them off by a point last week. At the Kenton tournament. They won that tournament that the Ken West Blue Devils were in. So that was a big win for them there. They've also beaten Cheektowaga, Buffalo Science. My number 16 team is the McKinley Max. Same place they were at last week. Their losses on the year, Canisius, South Park. They've beaten Will East. Not a lot to go on with McKinley. They've lost to teams that we would consider better than them. You know, I'm not sure I considered South Park better than them going in, but South Park takes a 9-point victory over them. Number 15, South Park, the team that beat them as the second half gets underway here. Number 15, South Park, they have lost to Health Sciences and Timon. No shame in those losses. Big win over McKinley. Timon is number 14.
When's the last time Timon's fallen out of your top 10?
It's been a while. I mean, they were, you know,
Good job, Lumberjacks.
Good job.
I have a feeling that Dunkirk may enter that top 20 next week. Next time we do a show.
They're going to have to knock off Fredonia on Monday night.
They're going to have to.
And,
That's a tough call.
I'll be there.
You're going down there?
You know I am.
Bro, I didn't know you were going down
Fredonia
to that
at Dunkirk?
Sweet.
That's a rivalry game. That's a big one. That could be your top 2 teams in CCAA1 this year. So,
Make
yeah,
some room.
I'm there. Can't wait.
Make some room for
You know what I need to do? I need to tell Dunkirk.
favor of the Panthers.
Back to the action.
Yeah, McGrath had a nice putback shot a little while ago. Missed a 3, fouled his rebound, and put it up for 2.
Kishenro.
This dude's playing great, too.
Largest lead of the game for Sweet Home, now 10 points.
So the Panthers, didn't they lose a starter to transfer?
They did.
One starter?
They did.
And they're playing well against this Lancaster team.
They lost Isaiah Guerrero.
Yeah.
Made his way to Health Sciences. And they lost another starter. DeAndre Walker moved. So that's 2 starters Sweet Home would have had back on this team. One to transfer. Well, I guess they both technically transferred. But one moved just out of state, and the other one found himself over in Health Sciences. He said, what if I was to learn more about health and science and go be a Falcon? Smith misses his first toss for Lancaster. 3 minutes into the second half, 37-27. Sweet Home leading Lancaster. The second is good, and the third of 3 shots coming up.
Hey, so one of the questions that came in, I've been meaning to ask you. So you do your annual prediction comes out just before the season, okay? So out of those predictions, and
2 of 3 for Smith. Yes.
From what you've seen this year, what's gone by the book? Like what has surprised you that you might not have seen when you were putting that preview together? Like what would you have done differently?
Predictions I made that I would make different.
Yeah.
I would say, like I predicted Buffalo Science would win Class A2. They brought most of their team back from last year. Kishenro, another turnaround. Bucket inside. Kishenro's playing nice for Sweet Home. I think I would not have picked a Buffalo Science to win Class A2 because the way their season has started doesn't make me confident that that's still going to be the case. We'll see. Coaching change there. Haven't gotten a chance to watch them in person yet, so I don't want to say too much more about them. Shadir Rainey with that bucket. Another steal in transition there for Sweet Home. That's McGrath. He takes it and gets the finish. 14-point lead for Sweet Home, and the Panthers are cooking at home. Here's the replay.
We got replays. Slowing it down. Look at this. Traps him.
Thank
nice
you
play
very
by
much.
McGrath.
I'll take that. Going this way. Hey.
Love it. Love it.
So who would I pick to win A2 instead of Science if I was right in the
overhang. They didn't really go that far. Well, they went to the sectional finals. I guess that's deep enough.
So there's 2 players from Southwestern that we expected to be on the floor for them this year that aren't. One football injury late season, and the other one, maybe 2 football injuries. But so they're down a couple players that we thought they were going to have. I picked Southwestern to win their league and was really high on them coming into the year based on the Markham showing up and whatnot. I would pick Fredonia to win CCAA 1 now. And I
Zach Markham will be back by the end of this month, I'm told.
Okay.
Fuller, though, just had that surgery, so I don't think you'll see him.
Right. Probably pick a different winner of ECIC 4. I think I picked Depew. I think I'm going to go Maryvale instead. Hartwig missing.
Okay, what else you got for predictions that you want to do over? But you're talking about the predictions you want to do over. How about all the predictions you got right? You got a lot of predictions right.
There's a
so
few,
far.
There's a few good ones.
Yeah.
I don't know what else I would do over. I'd have to look at my playoff predictions to see. I think I said Health and AAA. Said OP and AA. I'd stick with those for now. A1, I think I picked Grand Island. I like that. Nice job by Carr Makowicz. Get Lancaster back within 8. B1. I think in B1 I picked Southwestern to win B1. I wouldn't stick with that. I'll undo that. B2, I liked Akron.
I think that's
Still
that
like
team,
Akron a lot.
I think when
Played 3 years. We thought he was going to be back as a senior. Like, as Sean McGrath just steps in and bangs another 3-pointer. Vintage Sean McGrath, which you just saw in that play. That's Sean McGrath from Sweet Home. Say hello, everyone, Sean. So Niagara Falls this year, Lou Porter has been tremendous for them. I mean, they've really just got guys who I'm getting familiar with this year over there. Jeremiah Shipp I've known about at Niagara Falls, and he's kind of that floor general leader for the team. Amir Harper gets the Sweet Home lead right back up to 13 points. 5-point swing there. Catino Woods has been really good for the team. Amir Harper goes in for 2 more. Boy, I like what I've seen out of Amir Harper today. 7-0 run for Sweet Home. Charge, good call by Funderburk. That was a charge. Chance for Sweet Home to continue the run. Angel Pedro at Health Sciences. That's a little interior presence. You know, they got Guerrero transferred over from Sweet Home, which gives them an inside-outside threat. And from what I've seen early on, Angel Pedro is that muscle in the middle for the team at Health. When I went and watched Wilson against MST Seneca, Everyone knows about Brandon Singletary. The player who I really liked watching just because of his motor and the way he plays the game for that team is Elijah Lindsey.
Do we get a replay of that at all or no? Watch this pass by number 2, Hartwig. You're going to see this replay come up in just a second, but this was just a great pass. Just watch. Look at that. That was Larry Bird.
That was Larry Bird.
That was Larry Bird-esque right there. Nice job, Hartwig. I like that. Sorry, you were saying?
I was saying, what was I saying? Elijah Lindsey, I said.
Yep.
I said I liked Elijah Lindsey over at MST because of his motor and his skill set. 16-point lead now. It was just an 8-point game about 2 minutes ago. This is a run for Sweet Home. When I watched the Akron Tigers beat Olmsted earlier in the year, we all knew about Darren Brooks. We know about all the guys at Akron, right? The Gerstung cousins and Darren Brooks. Well, Darren Brooks is he's slimmed down, like we'll just call him the Slim Reaper this year because he's going to wreak havoc on people. Be ready for him. That is the best big man in Western New York. But Blake Gerstung, he looks stronger. He's defending well. He makes every 3-point shot he puts up, and then, boy, that dunk I watched Ben put down the lane left when he drove left. That was something. Seamus George, when I went and watched that MST Wilson game, 38 points. We knew Seamus George gave Wilson a big man, big interior presence, but he's brought his game along tremendously in an off season. This kid Aaron Bell at Tapestry, who has turned my head in a couple times out as maybe a lesser-known player on a squad full of talent, but Bell has really given that team good minutes. End of the third quarter, Sweet Home pulling in front and taking control in this one. Extends their 8-point lead, adding another 4 to it, 14-point lead heading into the final frame. It's St. Joe's. St. Joe's is loaded with talent. They got the sophomore backcourt of J.J. Shanklin and Gary Alexander. Then they have Landon Patterson, who came over from St. Mary's. That's 3 guards that are playing great minutes for them. But there's one guy in that team that has the most unique skill set that not a lot of players on that team have, and he has given them exactly what they need, and I'm talking about Liam Horan. Liam's always had a shot and an outside game, but with his strength and his ability to finish around the basket and defend, he's just given Joe's a little of everything that they need. He can run the floor, he can finish in transition, he can step out and hit a 3 if he needs to. Not trying to do too much. So I really like what I've seen out of Horan so far this year.
Terry won't put a headset on. Try to get him to, but he won't. He's in the way of the ball boy.
Carlton Farmers, the leading scorer down in Salamanca. Sarai Johnson, the freshman from Randolph. I mean, he scored 36 points in a game, or 38, whatever he had as a freshman. You got our attention. You're on the radar. Grayson Baumgartner from Amherst. His game's come along quite a ways from last year. Steps into a very prominent role for the Tigers this year, and he's been delivering. Jake Castiglia at Grand Island. I mean, really, KJ Wilkes. He's getting a lot more minutes this year and playing really good for the team. Guy who no one ever talks about from Grand Island because he's just Mr. Steady Eddie. That's their floor general, Jonathan Neville. Great defender, good passer. Doesn't do a lot of scoring, doesn't need to. He just keeps them into what they need to be into. Jonah, don't call me Jarrell Thompson, making every 3-pointer that comes near him. Speaking of making 3-pointers, the freshman at Williamsville East, Brady Const. Evan Pauley, the big guy at Williamsville South. Where did he come from? He's a senior. I don't know, but he's big and he scores a lot. Quentin Wilhelm, Frank's main man. 16-point lead for Sweet Home. Right back with the answer at the other direction. That's Connor Reichmuth. There's another travel on Rainey. When I watched South Park, Justin Boykins was fun to watch. He's got some length to him. Kind of has that college basketball body. Kid I'm really excited to watch that I haven't watched yet this year. I've seen him, but I haven't seen him this year. And I see what he's doing. Reichmuth, another finish for Lancaster. Kavion Towle. I'll see you Monday night, Kavion.
He's an excitable young man. Feeds off the crowd for sure.
Rainey will go to the line for Sweet Home. Who else? Grayson Gailey's given some nice minutes to the Williamsville North Spartans all year. Newfane's got a player, Casey Wheat, who can get cooking.
He's a three-point kid, isn't he?
He was the one who had a nice game when you were down there in Wilson. Yeah. The 8th grader at Niagara Wheatfield, Colton Becker. I didn't realize he was that good until I watched him again this year. I was like, okay, he's really that good. So I mentioned Kavion Towle from Dunkirk. Well, there's going to be someone lining up across from him Monday night from Fredonia, who is having a great season too, and I'm excited to watch again after seeing him last year in the playoffs, and that's Donovan Dowdy.
I don't know if they're going to be able to get themselves close enough to make a run, but Lancaster has been very good.
Well, Braden Klinger with that bucket.
Quarter.
Who else? Mentioned Blake Kempa from St. Mary's earlier. But that's a sophomore. Sean McGrath. And he's got the ball right back. But he throws that one away, but Rainey steps in front of it and takes it right back for Sweet Home.
Sweet Home came to work today, man.
There's Makowicz, takes the feed from Hartwig, knocks down the three. We've got a 10-point game, 5 minutes left, 5:14. Plenty of time for a Lancaster run to get back into this game.
You know, the last basketball game that I did at Sweet Home, Tim, was Lancaster Sweet Home. Unified game. Unified game. It was awesome. Lancaster hit a last-second shot. Not to win, just.
Wilhelm drives in, high off the glass, gets that to go. 60-48. Klinger back the other direction for Lancaster. 10-point game again. What Lancaster needs to do is get a stop.
Yeah, they need a few stops. Sweet Home doing a good job working the clock. Shot clock, that is.
And just lets Harper get by him. Two more. That's the stop they need that they're not getting.
think they think these things are the trophies for after the game. They're not actually the trophies. We're taking these home.
We already won them.
Yeah, forget about it. We're not giving them away. Tim wants the rubber ducky.
Tim gets the rubber ducky. We've established. You know, just to follow up on an earlier story, the kids that Tim was bullying, they left. They went and found another seat altogether, someplace where they could be kids. You know.
They're in Russ's way.
Legends come up empty on that trip down the court out of the timeout. Rainey misses that three. 3:49 left. Lancaster needs to get some offense going. Inside Hartwig to Klinger. And all right, here comes, they're going to try and set up, but McGrath just dribbles right through that. Quick shot from Wilhelm. I would have liked to have seen Sweet Home hang on to the ball a little longer that possession. And Klinger another one. So here, now we're down to an 8-point game. And Lancaster bringing a little pressure now. Magowick's got his hand on that ball, but Sweet Home stays with it. Now here's McGrath attacking, sends it back out. Rainey wisely dribbles it back out. 15 seconds on the shot clock. Rainey attacking. Misses that shot. Another stop for Lancaster. They send it ahead. Makowicz. And it's a 6-point game. And here's the run we wanted. 2:51.
Lancaster clawing their way back here in the Sweet Home gym.
See, what you missed was right before that replay started, you saw Rainey attack a little early in the shot clock after bringing it back out. Drove into many defenders and had to let a shot go a little early of the cup of where he would want to be. And it just rebounds off the glass, comes out to Lancaster. They get ahead in transition and cut it to 6. So now I think out of this timeout, you'll see Lancaster set right up again with some pressure. Try and turn them over.
So the head coach has a son on the team, Lancaster. Does he? Krempa?
I don't believe he does.
Maybe he doesn't. Thought I heard you call that name once.
Kempa, Blake Kempa.
I was off.
Is at St. Mary's. That's the sophomore, and Craig Krempa. Craig Krempa's a fairly young man to have a son on this varsity team, I would think.
Someone needs to start doing a little bit better preparation. Did your normal color guy do a lot of prep work?
No.
Really?
No, I don't think so.
He doesn't come prepared? I don't feel so bad.
Probably about as much as I do.
I would consider yourself well prepared. You knew where to go.
He does call me Centercourt.
Does he know?
Because I told him, I said, you keep calling me Chad. No one knows who Chad is.
I just thought you didn't know what your name was.
I like it when I get mail addressed to Centercourt at my house. That's always fun.
You know they're from out of town when they call you half court.
You know what's funny is all these years when people spell the name, they still always spell it like it's 2 words. Like center and then a space and then court. And I'm like, no, it's just 1 word, Centercourt.
Huge rebound there. 2 big offensive rebounds for the Legend as they're trying to claw their way back.
2 minutes
into
left
this
in the
one.
game, 6-point game. Hartwig. Bump trying to make his way inside, fouls on the floor. First team foul for Sweet Home. And the ball's going to be inbounded under the basket. Inbound coming. And they send it way out. There's Budzinski. 3-point attempt rattles in and out from Reichwith. Now here's where they need to stop. Floater McGrath, that misses, and they get the stop. Nice rebound by Klinger. 6-point game, 1:40 left. Hartwig Gets that floater in the lane to go. We got a 4-point game, 90 seconds left. And Amir Harper's walking this one up for Sweet Home.
Definitely need to slow it down. Use
Get
that
it to
shot
the corner,
clock.
Kishenro. Wilhelm sends it out to Ring. No, that's Harper. Harper drives past his guy, stops in the baseline and took an extra step. That's a turnover, 1:07 left in the game. Lancaster ball.
Lancaster and Sweet Home both
Akowicz
making.
and Smith coming back in for Lancaster. Lancaster gets a bucket here. This place is going to go wild.
You think it'll go wild? We're at Sweet Home.
Wild, Frank, wild. Did you see that Troy Aikman is going to help Miami find a general manager?
I did not.
Yeah, that was saw that on X this morning. It's like, well, that's not so cool. Troy, help us find one. Ryan Harwig makes it a 2-point game.
Lancaster crawling and crawling and crawling.
We got a timeout called by Sweet Home.
Wow.
Before any turnover or out of bounds would occur. So with 49.7 seconds left, inbound over here on the side in front of us will be coming up for Sweet Home, leading by 2. Centercourt Weekly.
Brought to you by Empire Electric Enterprises. Tony Palverendi, give him a call, 716-634-0330. And if you're feel inclined, if you're bored, if you didn't have yourself a good holiday, no one invited you over for a Christmas cheer, come on down to the Knights of Columbus in Kenmore, Delaware, 8 o'clock tonight. We'll get you a holiday cheer. Knights of Columbus tonight, the WNY Athletics holiday party. Invite only, but I'm inviting you after 8 o'clock.
Chance to see Francis back in rare form. If you've ever seen Jake Fyack get frisky and yell bang at a party, tonight's the night.
We're at the Knights of Columbus in Orchard Park. Just kidding.
Mario will be on hand filming all the action. Tom Prince is going to be doing interviews.
Yes.
Yes, he is.
Everybody there will get interviewed by Tom.
Who's producing the holiday party? Heidi or Tim?
Tanner.
Tanner, sweet.
So you know there won't be any mistakes. Tanner's always on his game. Oh, boy.
And to the floor, Smith. Oh, they're going to call a jump ball.
We'll go to Lancaster, right?
Either way, the ball's going to the Legends. Down 2 points, 44.9 on the clock.
Wow. This kid got hurt, banged up a little bit. Smith holding his left elbow. So they've clawed themselves up. I think they were down by 15, 13, at least 13.
Inbound to Hartwig. 30 seconds on the shot clock, 40 on the game clock. Hartwig gets it to the corner. Big three-pointer. Carter Makowicz. And Lancaster comes all the way back to take the lead. I hope you stuck with this one. Holy smokes, what a comeback.
After a shot like that, you definitely get your name put on the roster. Oh, man.
What a job by Hartwig.
Wow.
Getting to the corner to Makowicz.
If you are tune in, if you tell your friends, put this game on, must-see TV.
How many Western New York Athletics holiday parties have there been? Because this will be my first one tonight.
We might have taken a year off for COVID. Actually, we had 3 parties that year.
Any highlights from these parties? You know, there have been remember that one year when
Mario walked in one year. Yeah, that was cool. That was cool. He brought a hot date that day too. He brought a date in.
Mario brought a hot date.
Oh, he brought a hot date. Yes, he did.
Any crazy Tom Prince moments at the parties over the years? I think I could see Prince going nuts at one of these holiday parties.
He's usually well
Just walking
reserved.
like, I'm Tom Prince.
He's
Western
usually
York
pretty well
Athletics.
reserved. Yeah, he's well reserved.
Until tonight.
This could be different. This could be different. Lancaster battles themselves back out of a huge hole.
Is Turry coming to this?
I told him he better show
Photographer
up.
extraordinaire,
I
Sean
told
Turry?
him he needs to be there.
Bunch of dudes at a holiday party.
What could go wrong?
Say Heidi and Dana got numbers.
Yeah, Josh and Dana will be there.
McGrath guarded. Oh, my goodness. I've been talking about it all game. Sean McGrath, unorthodox three-point shooter, just takes another one. Off balance, off the glass, off the charts. Everyone in the crowd is yelling that was a three. They were right. That was a three. We can see the replay. That's three all day. And after consultation with the replay officials, that would be us.
The refs came over to ask us if it was 3 or not. I said 4.
Yeah. We were trying to get him a foul.
So, Sweet Home. Yeah.
Sorry? Yeah, this is awesome.
65-63, Sweet Home leading Lancaster. Late fourth quarter. People are actually leaving, really? People are walking out?
Well, you know.
It's kind of crazy.
You got to beat the crowd. I mean, there's got to be close to 100 people here, you know. You don't want to get stuck walking out in that kind of traffic, Frank.
No. By the way, I think you pointed out that I was parked illegally.
Yes. Yeah, I noticed when I parked illegally next to you. It's like, that looks like Frank's truck.
Yeah, I'm parked illegally next to Tim's truck. They love us here at Sweet Home.
I know. Sean Turry texted me from a frantic moment a couple weeks ago, and he's like, I'm trying to get into this gym, but there's no parking anywhere, and I've been waiting for 20 minutes. And I'm like, well, just make up a spot and go in, Sean. Here we go. 11 seconds left. Hartwig's got the ball, guarded by Harper. Harper fouls him. They got a foul to give. So a couple fouls to give for Sweet Home, and that was clearly the strategy there as Harper fouls Hartwig on the floor. Hartwig looks exasperated about it, but it's the right call.
He thought he was shooting. He wanted three foul shots. He's not going to get them.
I don't think he was shooting. I think he wanted to be shooting, and he was about to be shooting, but Harper fouled him before he quite got there.
Yeah, he was wearing them.
He was like, get off of me so I can try and shoot it. Jerk.
Man, just like the JV game, it ended like the last 2 minutes, took about 10 minutes to play, and that's pretty much what's happening here.
It is basketball. Yeah, don't waste all your talking points in the first quarter.
They need to update that sign there, Tim, where it says New York State champions. The scores table. Chad, don't you see that? Look at that.
I see it, plain as day, yes.
You can't really see it on your monitor just yet, but maybe at some point we need to update that. We need to point that out, and maybe the Booster Club can sell some T-shirts.
You can't really have, like, the state little gold patch running right through all the lettering because you can't really read it. It's like
be right
men's golf, and then the year's blurred out by that gold. Frank, what do you got tomorrow? You going to any games tomorrow?
It's a Saturday. Honestly, I might be going to see St. Joe's Timon hockey at 2:30.
There's some good hoops tomorrow. St. Mary's is at Timon. James, 6 seconds. Another foul.
Foul at Sweet Home. It did look like a reach, and I could agree with that one. We got a replay or no, Tim?
So that'll be the 4th team foul on Sweet Home. 5 seconds left.
I thought that was a reach in there, but I could be wrong.
5 seconds left. Shot clock off.
Yeah, easily.
Mackwick's inbounding under the basket. Gets it in. There's the shot
Not
for the
roll they
tie.
wanted.
And Reichmuth's shot for the tie missing. And Sweet Home is going to inbound under the basket with 1.8 on the clock. Another timeout.
Good use of their timeouts.
Tim, you going to make it to this holiday party? You guys sound like you got the sniffles there. Tim is the DJ tonight.
Can you leave your cold at home?
Tim is the DJ of the party. Am I right, Tim? He made a playlist. Did everyone send requests? Did you get enough requests? There was an RSVP thing that asked for song requests.
Specific requests for songs.
Yeah.
Do you have one? You can get it in now. Still some time.
I sent a couple.
You did?
Uh-huh.
We Are the World?
Mine were a little more designed. My songs were designed to get the party going.
Okay. Not bringing it down?
No.
Sir Mix-a-Lot?
Depends what you like.
Beautiful.
See, Jamestown comes up tomorrow to play St. Francis. Middle College plays Tapestry. Top 10 battle tomorrow for the small schools. Ken West against Lockport.
Where is that?
Harlem Brandon, Charlie Croft action.
Where's that game at?
Hold on. Wilhelm. Wait, we got another whistle. Perfect. Which game you wondering about?
The Ken West game.
The Ken West game is in Lockport.
Noon tip-off?
2:30 tip-off.
I got stuff going on. Ooh.
And inbound foul, 0.7 seconds come off the clock. That is another foul to give for Lancaster. They now have 4 team fouls, 1.1 on the clock. They're going to hope to get this one more foul, put Sweet Home at the line, not see any time come off the clock, not see more than one make, and then bang a 3 at the buzzer to send us to overtime. Isn't that what we're all hoping to see? There's the inbound. They don't get the foul in time. The clock expires, and Sweet Home escapes this one with the victory as the referee goes over and lets the player from Sweet Home know, don't go up and jump and hang on the rim as the buzzer sounds. I could have given you a tee, but I decided not to. And he's like, okay, cool. I just want to show everybody I could do that.
I think we should get a McGrath over here for a post-game interview. What do you think? Who would you like to interview after this one? 65-63 Sweet Home winners over to Lancaster Legends. Oh, we'll get McGrath. Sweet Home improves to 4-2. Lancaster falls to 4-3. We'll be back after a word from our sponsors with Mr. McGrath. I'll get my headset.
At Richmond Vona, we are seriously dedicated to bettering the communities that we serve.
You will get super high level communication, and you are getting a team of dedicated attorneys, paralegals.
If you put your trust in us and hire us, we promise to take care of everything. Call us as soon as possible so we can start the investigation to fight to get you the settlement you deserve. At Richmond Vona, we are seriously dedicated to bettering the communities that we serve.
You will get super high level communication, and you are getting a team of dedicated attorneys, paralegals.
If you put your trust in us and hire us, we promise to take care of everything. Call us as soon as possible so we can start the investigation to fight to get you the settlement you deserve.
Logistics Plus is a global transportation provider headquartered in Erie, PA with locations worldwide, including right here in Western New York. Logistics Plus is consistently recognized as a fast-growing transportation and logistics company, great supply chain partner, top freight broker, leading project cargo manager, and a great place to work. With a strong passion for excellence, our 500-plus employees put the plus in logistics.
For an efficient, personal approach for all of your transportation needs. More information about our Buffalo office is available at logisticsplus.com/Buffalo.
Hey everybody, I'm Centercourt, and I am happy to be joined courtside here by Sean McGrath, tonight's player of the game. Sweet Home just claims a 65-63 victory over Lancaster, and it was an exciting game there down the stretch. Sean, just first off, give me your overall thoughts on coming out with this non-league victory this afternoon.
Oh, it was a really great win. We were watching film on them playing Amherst last night. We knew once at halftime, we knew they was going to come back with fight, so it's really good to get a win on it.
Now, you guys put a little distance on them right before half. It was a pretty tight game most of the first half. You go into halftime with an 8-point lead, and you held on to that and actually extended it for a good bit. Talk to me about what Lancaster was doing that allowed them to get back in the run there late in the game.
So we knew number 2 and number 4, the Ryans, they were going to shoot it, but what we didn't account for was, I think it was number 5. He was just doing those 45 cuts, getting a lot of layups, and that really hurt us.
So they battle all the way back. Hartwig kicks it to the corner. They get a nice three-pointer. They actually take the lead. But then on the ensuing possession, tell me what happens.
I don't know. I just knew time was going down. We needed one, so I shot it.
All right, so I said a couple times on this broadcast, it's exciting to watch you play because you've got an unorthodox kind of way of shooting that three-pointer. It's almost like you step into that shot, almost shoot it like a dart. Talk to me about your release and how you shoot, and how do you like to find your shot out there?
Yeah, I think it's awkward too, but yeah, I love stepping back into the three and then just letting it fly.
I mean, awkward, just different, unorthodox.
Yeah.
It's effective, and when it works as consistently as it does for you, that's what you want to see. One thing we talked about in the broadcast, a couple players that you don't have back with the team this year that you had last year that would have been back, Walker and Guerrero.
Yeah.
Yet you guys are still playing better basketball than you did last year. Just talk to me about the team and how they found their way early in the season and gelled together.
So in the locker room coaching us, we talk about fighting through adversity a lot and togetherness. That's our word of the year. So all 14 guys, we all play together. We're happy when we score and all that. So yeah, just playing together.
So another big win for you today. Nice winning record to start the season, and we're looking at league action, a lot of league action coming up. The heart of the season ahead of us. We got January and February. When I look at your league this year, Amherst, traditionally the power in that league, usually has been winning. Will East has been right up there too. Tell me why Sweet Home can't be that team that comes out of the league this year and takes that league crown.
We definitely could. I just want to say, just watch out for Sweet Home. We got that fight, and, we're not going to quit. We're going to play the whole 32 minutes, and, just look out for us.
I agree with you. I agree with you very much. Thank you very much for taking your time to come over and talk to me. Congratulations on a big win, Sean, and being the guy that put the game away with that big shot late.
Yeah, thank you for having me.
All right. Thanks, everyone, for watching.
At Richmond Vona, we are seriously dedicated to bettering the communities that we serve.
You will get super high level communication, and you are getting a team of dedicated attorneys, paralegals.
If you put your trust in us and hire us, we promise to take care of everything. Call us as soon as possible so we can start the investigation to fight to get you the settlement you deserve.
Need an electrician? Empire Electric is your residential wiring specialist. New builds, service upgrades, lighting, generators, you name it, Empire does it with hundreds of 5-star reviews that speak for themselves. Call Empire Electric today for your free estimate.
Welcome back to Sweet Home High School. That's going to do it for us here on this special edition of Centercourt Weekly on Western New York Athletics. Today we did it at Sweet Home High School where the Panthers took on the Lancaster Legends and they win 65-63. An exciting finish to this one. You just heard from player of the game who was with Chad here, Mr. Sean McGrath. I don't know exactly how many points he had, but definitely in double digits today.
You know, normally I'm keeping stats when we do a broadcast, but with doing the show and half doing a game and whatnot, I didn't log any stats. Safe to say, with the performance we watched him put in overall throughout the game and the big shot he hit at the end of the game, he's a safe bet for our player of the game and a very good interview as well.
They almost gave him 2 points. It was a 3-pointer. Thanks to Timmy's instant replay, we saved the day for Sweet Home High School.
Thanks everybody for watching. Hope the show came off as good as we hoped it could have, would have. Something different to do. Frank's idea, and I said, I like it. Let's make it happen. So thank you, Frank.
Usually these ideas get us in a lot of trouble. Today it doesn't look like it has, unless our cars were towed away. Then we would have a problem. I don't think they did. But anyways, thank you very much. Tim Gardner did a great job producing this today and switching cameras and all that. Russ Battaglia up there in the bleachers, he shut down, I think. Did a great job today as well. So everyone. It was snowing earlier. Did you notice earlier it was snowing on the broadcast? Tim Gardner with the graphics.
We're going to get Tim a big dose of Zicam and some vitamin C and big boost of adrenaline. He's going to play DJ Tim tonight.
Snowing again.
It's going to be awesome.
Enjoy the rest of your holidays. This is was this our first broadcast of 2026? Hey, you and I did the very first broadcast for 2026.
5 questions coming up next with me and Mr. Sean McGrath.
All right, everybody, thank you again. Chad Andrews, Frank Wolf. See ya this year.
Thank you.